Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have been drawn to this reading, we'll be focusing on the topic, will your lost love return? So this is for those of you who are in separation, no contact, regardless of how long it's been. These are the three decks I'll be using for this reading: the Love Compass Oracle by Lunatide Love, Grande AMORE deck by Mystic Rain Co., and I'll go ahead and clarify everything with my Yummy Tarot. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout and take the parts of it that resonate for you and release the rest. Let's get into the messages. Hi there, Leo. Welcome. So let's begin. Take a look and see where your reading is going to go when it comes to your lost love connection. Focusing on the current energies, okay? To see where things are at energetically for you and your lost love. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. First card, take it slow. Take your time with this connection, relationship, or situation. Slow down and be in the moment. Don't try to force or rush anything. Taking it slow will leave more room for fulfillment and solid connection. So in other words, let's just say your lost love calls you today. It's basically telling you to not rush into anything. Take the time to talk. Take the time to really explore the dynamic of what's currently coming through. Do your due diligence, you know? All right, what else for Leo? I feel it's really important for you to check on their pure intentions. What do they ultimately want? Look at this. Let go of expectations. A person you're meant to connect with may be different than who you've been holding on to or who you were expecting. Keep an open mind, detach from outcomes and expectations. This may pertain to releasing unhealthy expectations in a relationship. How interesting is that? Because again, if a lost love reaches out to you, it's so easy to say, especially if you're still so attracted and in love with this person, it's so easy to just, you know, say yes. It's like, let's do this. Let's get back together. But the universe might be directing you onto a very different path here, Leo. So this whole time, you might still be focused on this lost love, but there could be somebody else who might be a better choice. So let me grab another. Let's grab another card focusing on current energies for Leo. Give me one more card here. Retreat. You know, that word in and of itself, sometimes it reminds me of somebody who needs to be cautious in moving forward. You know, it's trying to tell you, take a step back for a minute and really think about what it is that you are wanting. Because sometimes, as the saying goes, be careful what you wish for because you might just get it. And so it says, this is a time for soul reflection and soul searching. A period or phase of quiet is needed. Take time off to work on healing and recharging. Find clarity by spending some time in nature or spending time wherever you feel most comfortable. You know, because I feel by doing that and releasing the I want, you know, I want this to happen, I want this person, and allow the universe to be able to show you a better path. That's kind of what I'm getting there. All right, so let me set these guys aside and let's continue. Let's see what else needs to come through here for you, Leo, okay? So now the next group of cards will be focusing on future energies. What does that look like for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? All right, future energies. We have desires, longing for more. So what this is telling me here, Leo, is in the future, if you were to accept this person, allow them back into your life, that they would leave you wanting more. In other words, they don't give you everything that you need or everything that you're desiring. They're dropping the ball somewhere. So maybe in the beginning, it's fantastic. They're trying to put their best foot forward. And then they stop. They stop putting in the effort. All right. Wow. All right. So for some of you, maybe this is the reason why you guys are apart. There could have been an affair. They could have cheated. So it does say evidence, cheater story, getting caught, unfaithful. So that could have been an issue in the past. And it does seem that that could be a very similar experience in the future. Bottom of the deck, we have burned out. That could ultimately be your journey if you were to reconcile with this person. Energy depletion, overwhelmed and drained. You know, it's like your cup is empty. So just be mindful of this person, this lost love who wants to return. They are a lost love for a reason, right? So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here, Leo, and let's see what else we can find out. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. What do we need to know here? For Leo. All right, we've got two cards in the reverse. Interesting. The first card in the reverse is the Ten of Cups. I am not surprised to see that. Three of Wands also in the reverse. So there is some sort of disharmony here in the relationship. Obviously, you guys are in separation. That makes sense. But, you know, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, it represents domestic disharmony. It can represent the dreams that you guys had shared or talked about. It's shattered. It's like broken dreams, a broken relationship, a broken family. So that's not a good thing, right? And if you guys obviously are in separation now, that could have already happened. So I feel in the future, it's just more of the same, unfortunately. Because the Three of Wands in the reverse, it can represent frustrations. It can represent obstacles. It could represent delays, you know? It's like it's moving ever so slowly or just not enough progress. And it's probably going to make you question. It's like, why? Why haven't we gotten married? Why haven't we moved forward? Whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest with this person in the future, it's almost like they're not wanting to create any sort of movement, you know? Look at this. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Struggles. Left out in the cold. That could have certainly been how they made you feel. But Five of Pentacles is maybe a message for you, Leo, to sever ties with this person once and for all. You know, maybe in your heart, you're still very much tied to them. You're not together in the 3D, but this is coming through for those of you, especially if you do get back together or considering a reconciliation. Three of Swords. They hurt you before and they're going to hurt you again. That is what I see here. Which is unfortunate because I feel that you have such a good heart and you're ready to give your all into a relationship, the right relationship. And it really goes back to this card. Let go of the expectation that perhaps you and your lost love are meant to have a good outcome to your relationship if you guys were to try again. Because by releasing it and truly closing the door on this chapter of your life, if you haven't already, there's a new beginning that wants to come in for you, Leo, to be able to bring you the love that you deserve. Oh yeah, you've got the Death card here. I feel, and maybe you already know this, this relationship came to an end because there was something about it that was unhealthy. And they didn't put you first. They did not make you a priority in their life. And if there were betrayals and third parties and cheating, that's not someone who is coming forward in this reading that would be a good life partner for you. And so I feel if you relate to this, this is the time for you to really live your best life, for you to put yourself out there, because there's a better choice. There's somebody out there who's meant to be your person. So part of the advice I feel is to release and truly let go of any sort of idea or expectation that you guys would be having a good relationship moving forward. That's just a part of the energy. Two of Wands, two paths. One path will lead you back to this person. The other path will lead you towards new love, perhaps, or true happiness. I feel you're meant to go in a very different direction, Leo. And you've got the Nine of Pentacles. You're self-sufficient. You can stand on your own 2 feet. Maybe, truly, at this point, focus on yourself. Focus on being the best version of you. Be on your own rather than settling for someone returning that was not good to you or good for you. And bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Swords. You guys are at a stalemate for a reason. Things are stuck for a reason. So even if they reach out and tell you that they would like to try again, more than likely, this is already going on, okay? That they've got other connections on the side and just really wanting their cake and eat it too. And you deserve so much better than that. All right, guys, so that is what I have for you. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. And the links will be down below for the decks as well. Thank you so much, Leo. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.